Hey guys, so I wanted to come on here and tell you a condition that I have been dealing with for about a month now. Um, it's called polymyositis. So let me just give you a little background on what's been happening. So I've always been, well, for the past 5 years, I've been diagnosed with high inflammation. I got tested for, lupus, rheumatoid arthritis. At one point, they thought that I had mixed connective tissue disease, but then that was ruled out a few years ago. So the diagnosis was just I had high inflammation. I didn't really know where it was coming from. So fast forward 3 years later, which was towards the end of October, I started hurting all over my body. It felt like I had an intense workout, and like the following day, it's just how you're like very sore. That's how it felt in my whole body. Now people were saying, maybe it's just the weather change, that kind of affects your joints and all that. But for me, this was different. I knew it was more than that. So I ended up making an appointment with my rheumatologist, and this was on a Friday, and done the blood work. So later on that evening, the rheumatologist called me back twice, and I didn't answer the phone, but he had left me a message and was like, well, if you're one of those people that don't answer the phone, you need to answer it. So I immediately called him back, and he was in a panic. He was like, so did you recently work out, or? And I was like, well, no, I've been in bed sore. I can barely move. And, then he was like, and what, did you take anything? So, I gave him like, well, no, this is only meds I've been on. So then he was like, well, it's a good thing that you came in, or you could have died. So when he said that, my mouth, I was just in shock because, and that's the thing about health, is like one day you're fine, the next day it could change just like that. And I was like, what's going on? He was like, well, your muscles were dying or are dying. And I was like, what? Um, yeah, so basically my CK levels, which is, I think it's what, creatine. It's something. It's something. Well, my CK levels were at 10,500. Mind you, a normal person's CK levels should be at anything like 200 and below. So mine's were at 10,500, and yeah, it was crazy. So I ended up getting a prescription for prednisone, which is a steroid. So that's what I've been on ever since. Now, let me just give you guys a little definition of, the symptoms of polymyositis and a little background. So the symptoms are muscle pain and stiffness, muscle weakness, particularly in the shoulders, upper arms, and hips, joint pain and stiffness, difficulty catching your breath, and problems with swallowing, and irregular heart rhythms can develop. So let me tell you what my symptoms have been. And mind you, I'm 37 years old. I'm in decent health. I get my yearly physicals and all that. I'm decent. But so my symptoms are, even now, like my shoulders, upper neck, back, all that hurts. My legs are very weak and sore at times, so I did have to get a walking cane to assist me. Even me doing my makeup, I can barely like lift my arms. It is sore when it just feels like I said, like an intense workout, and you're just so sore the next day. That's how all of this feels. Um, it's been a roller coaster ride. I am experiencing pain right now. It's not excruciating. It's like about a 5. But I am on the prednisone, and that is helping. So I went to the doctor last week, and check my levels. And so now my CK levels are at like 923, which is great. It went from 10,500 to 923. So I'm on the road to recovery. Now, however, since my CK levels are still elevated, I'm still, and this is just me thinking out loud, I'm still experiencing the pain. So yeah, this is it's crazy, and it's a wake up call. It's like you don't know what you got till it's gone. Like I have to use a cane now, you know, and it's hard. It's hard for me to get in and out of bed. I had to get a stepping stool to get, because my bed is kind of high. I had to get a stepping stool to get in and out of bed. When I try to shower, it's very intense. Everything, it hurts. Like my neck, my shoulders, my back, my arms are real heavy. It's a chore to shower now. So just saying that to say, like, you never know what someone is going through. Like, yeah, I mustered up the strength to do my makeup today, but it was a challenge. I was sore. Like, I could barely lift, it's crazy. I noticed my hands were shaking a little bit when I was doing my makeup. So, that's stuff that I'm just like, wow, this is really happening. Now, I am remaining optimistic. I have been eating better, and it's good that my numbers are going down. I did also get x-rays of everything, and everything looks fine. It's not polymyositis related in my x-rays, so that's a positive. Those are all positives. This is just there are not a lot of videos on polymyositis, so I'm definitely I will be making videos on my journey with this condition, and I'm calling it this condition. I'm not saying my condition is this. I'm not claiming that. It's just something that I'm going through right now, and I'm looking forward to a full recovery. Well, also, let me throw this in here. So with this condition, I'm literally seeing it, quote unquote, eating away at my muscles. I've always had what I like to call thunder thighs, just big thighs, and they had a nice amount of muscle in them. My thighs have shrunk, have lost a lot of muscle mass. Like, yeah, they're this condition is really affecting my body. I'm physically seeing it, physically feeling it, and seeing it. So this is definitely serious. It's just you guys just take care of yourself, and I also think and start eating better. A lot of these autoimmune diseases, I believe, have to do with what we put in our body. Start eating better, quit eating all the processed foods and the sweets and all that. It's not good for us. It's killing us. Just start taking care of your body, because you only have one, and you don't know what you got till it's gone. Because I would never in a million, I was just fine like 3 weeks ago, living life, and now I literally can barely move sometimes, and it's very painful. Another thing that I've noticed when I, chewing, my jaws start to hurt. Sometimes I have trouble swallowing. That's stuff that's really happening to me. Like, it's no joke. This is a rare condition. So, I believe I read it's like 50 to 75,000 people are affected. There's not a whole bunch of information on it, but yeah, polymyositis. And trying to think of anything else I'm experiencing. I think that's it. But okay. Well, and with the prednisone, there are a lot of side effects. I do notice my face is like swelling. I did go to the ER the other day because I had swelling in my eyes or whatever, but everything's fine, thankfully. But yeah, just dealing with the side effects of the prednisone, and yeah, it's crazy. But that was it. Just kind of wanted to give you guys an update on this condition. And I will be making more videos about it and my journey. So yeah, thank you for watching, and you can please like, comment, subscribe, share the video, and I will talk to you later. Bye.